it's Patricia from the Southwest Yankee. What some middle-aged woman will do. Morning people versus night people. Light moment. You created my inmost being. Psalms 139:13a. So this is another episode that's being revisited. And so morning people. And I've got more. So what happened was, you know how I talked about the different clubs I belong to, or social groups. You know, being an extrovert, it's like everything turns into a club or a social group. So, anywho, I'm going to go backtrack to the other stories, but we're going to start with my new exercise buddy. Well, she's the extrovert that has all introvert friends, and I'm the extrovert friend who has one extrovert friend, but now two because of her. But so it's rather exciting, and we'll go into it again because I was talking to my extrovert friend that freaks out my introvert friend that freaks out my other introvert friend because she does most of the talking on the phone. So that freaks the other introvert friend out. She's like, how can you be the extrovert but the other introvert's doing most of the talking? So it gets better. I let the other introvert friend peek behind the curtain and find out that we literally text and call each other, that extrovert friends, for like every aspect of our day. So we'll talk about that later, because then that introvert friend, the one that talks most of the talking, was freaked out. So I want to freak these people out. So what happened was, my new second extrovert friend says that she gets up in the morning better than the rest of us, and says to myself and our other introvert friend, and I'm like, you know, there's a difference between milking the cows and then getting up at sunrise. So I said the other two of us, our introvert friend and myself, get up, you know, when the sun, you know, coming up. And then she gets up like an hour before us. So I'm like, I don't think this is carte blanche on when we're getting up. So I have a couple more stories, and we will get into what exactly constitutes this phenomenon of morning person and night person. And is it like introvert, extrovert? You can be a little of both. So we'll tackle that later. I don't want to give too much about the introvert, extrovert. So I was visiting the introvert friend that doesn't talk a lot, that's confused about the one that does talk a lot. But so I stopped over her house one day, and her neighbor was in their front yard, and I get out of my car, you know, talking away, and she informs me that she gets up at 4 every morning. And I'm like, I don't know what my role in this is, but now that I'm a YouTuber, I know. This will be used for fodder. So, where is the line? Like, can a morning person do a project at night? Or can a night person get up early? Well, we never know. So, I think like with people that are like hardcore morning people, they go to bed like maybe 9 o'clock, like where a night person might be able to make it to 12. Well, I'll give you a historical point. Napoleon only slept 5 hours, and Einstein slept 12. So we're gonna do more research on this because it's all the buzz with the introvert and extrovert friends. That's what we're gonna call them. And we're gonna talk more about that too. So, we're going to be talking about the grackles next because remember, we're revisiting the stories of before, the YouTubes from before. And one of the ones we are going to revisit is grackles. And we'll talk about vultures a little bit because they are so cool. I'm not saying you can snuggle them, but they're a little less squirrely than the eagles and the hawks. You know, they'll stick around a little, obviously, because they're in the middle of eating and they're not going to run off. So, they're a captive audience. So, remember to subscribe. Talk to you guys later. Bye.